Sorry, we got bumped off. I'll wait a few minutes until you guys come back. Let me know when you come back on. What a bummer that was. I thought I was close enough to a building that I would have enough service. So if you guys are sitting there waiting for me to come back, I'm not coming back. You got to come back onto this live feed. Anyway, we've got Lizard Head Rock right in front of us, and we've got Chimney Rock right in front of us, and we've got the giant sleeping Sphinx in front of us. God, I gotta wait for you guys to all come back on again. I'll set my cards up while I'm waiting for everybody to arrive again. That was a bummer. Maybe I'll pick all the stickers out of my rear end while I'm waiting for you. Come on, come back on. I'm here. I'm here. Let me know when you're on. I can't see anybody. God, what a disaster. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got kicked off. I'll wait just a couple seconds until people come back on, and I'll have to edit this part out of the video because I'm going to record this for later. Sorry. Where are you at, Tammy? Okay, so we got Lizard Head Rock in the distance. We got Chimney Rock in the distance. We're sitting underneath this fabulous tree that was begging me to come here in a bunch of freaking foxtails where all the javelinas and the bobcats probably sleep at night. And I got to be super careful because I'm getting my butt prickled with these needles. But gosh, I don't know. I must have been I've always been this way, I guess. I was going to say, I must have been a farmer in a past life. Well, I'm a farmer in this life, geez. Okay, so we're back. So anyway, Princess Tiger Lily was very important to me because my mother told me that she said she knew how well I took care of animals and how much they meant to me since I was little. And she said, you give your animals more than you give yourself. And she says, I want to come back as a cat in your house. So when she was dying, I said to her, I don't know what to believe anymore. Because at that time, you know, I'd been raised a Jehovah's Witness. And I had been taught to believe that there was no life after death. That the dead were conscious of nothing at all. That's what the Bible said, right? And yet I had had so many experiences that were arguing with the things that I was taught from the Jehovah's Witnesses anyway. That I was confused, and my mother knew that I had taken a dream analysis course, and she had encouraged me to take a Reiki course. She had taken a Reiki course as well, and so she's dying, and she's in a coma. She can't speak to me, but she had very labored breathing. Her body was filling with fluid. All the water was filling up her lungs, and wasn't going to be long. And the breathing was so ragged and excruciating that the sound of it was just torturous. And but she was medicated. They came in at that point and into her home and medicated her, so she wasn't in any pain. But the breathing was so loud and erratic. But when I started to talk to her, it stopped. It got very, very quiet. She was listening, and I said everything I needed to say to her. I told her, you know, why were you always so hard on me? I tried so hard, and you were always so hard on me. And I told her all kinds of wonderful things, too. Like, you know, I know it was hard for you to say that you loved me, and I know that you did, and I knew you were proud of me. And it was hard for me to say it back, but I felt the same way. And I said, it's interesting, you know, in one of the decks that I played with today, it's Crystal Magic, it said, let your emotions out. And I said, I'm so full of emotion right now. I don't know how I can do that. And here it comes right on live TV. Sedona Vision. Maybe I'll turn you around. So, she was lying there and I was holding her, I put up pictures of everybody all around her, and my son was on his way from Los Angeles, and I said, Mom, I don't know what to think anymore. I'm really confused. But if there is life after death, would you come and show me? Would you come to me and let me know? And so she did, man. She came many different ways. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps cutting out. Anyway, she came as Princess Tiger Lily. And I had asked Spirit, I said, you know, I didn't know my mom was dying. I didn't find out until the night before she died. And so I said to her, I said to Spirit, I wish I could have that time back. Those 2 years, I would have babied her. I would have spoiled her rotten, even though she was being so miserable. But of course she was miserable. She was in agony, and I didn't know it. So she came back as Tiger Lily, and she showed me that there is life after death. They are conscious. Spirit is conscious. And it was proven to me in so many ways that I do not doubt it in any way whatsoever. And so it kind of throws a wrench into the whole Bible thing, you know, because there's a lot of things about the Bible that I agree with, but there's a lot of things that I disagree with. Clearly, the fact that my mother showed up very, very clearly in many different ways. And so when I got this deck, remember I said Moses, there's something about Moses. Moses was being encouraged to speak, and the Father said, and he didn't think he could because he stuttered, and the Father said, I'll use your brother to help you, but you're the one I've chosen. And Lily, my mom, right? So I pick up this deck, and this deck, it called me in because of the Black Panther and the Snowy Owl and the Magical Raven and the Deer. Angels and Ancestors, Oracle cards. The artwork is by Lily Moses. By Lily Moses? Why did I say that? Moses. There's been so much about Moses and so much about what I do. So I said it all because maybe there's something about that that's going to attract somebody else. Wait. I'm sorry that just keeps happening, and I got really frustrated, and I'm like, why does this have to keep happening? And then I'm like, well, you know what? There's nothing I can do but wait. That's all I have to do is wait. And so that's a message. You know, you keep being interrupted. Something keeps going offline for you, or you keep losing connection somehow, and it keeps being interrupted, and there's nothing you can do except for wait. So hopefully it won't keep happening through this whole reading, or I'll have to postpone the whole thing. So let's get going quickly. You can choose from items. Hold on. Come on. Oh my God, it's doing it again. It's doing it again. I don't know what to do about this. I can't even turn it around. There we go. Okay. So maybe while I was swearing, you guys all got to hear that. So the items you can choose from. You can choose from the bike. You can choose from the sleeping Sphinx. You can choose from the tree, and you can choose from the field. Okay? And I'm squatting now in this field instead of sitting because it keeps going offline, and I'm trying to pick all these stickers out of my ass. There's so many of them. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to show you guys the crystals, considering I keep being kicked off, and it might be that I have to just stand and do this. Maybe I've got more reception out here than I do inside these trees. So what? If something's not working, move away from it. I don't know. But these foxes are biting my ass, and they hurt really bad. So I'll set you guys up. For those who chose the foxes who are biting my ass, that would be the field. Okay? We'll do it that way. So let me set you up here. I'm sorry it's not sexy, but that's your view for a second until I can shuffle these freaking cards. It's turned into a bit of a disaster, didn't it? Sorry. You know, I can only do what I can do. I don't have my stand, it broke. So I'm now squatting in the field. People probably think I'm going pee here. All right, come on, open up the deck and make this easy for me, shall we? Come on. Brand new. You guys are christening it. Wow, the first card on top was a card that I got, so I'll shuffle them and see if we get something different. I mean, I'm not going to know if we are online or not because I'm having to do this. I'll try and look and see if we get kicked off again. All right. For those who chose, man, these cards are really stiff. I like them a lot. For those who chose my bike. For those who chose my bike, the Purple Princess. She's been to Wisconsin. She was born in Wisconsin, actually. And then she came to Sedona. She's been to California. And now she's back here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For the Purple Princess. Whoever chose the Purple Princess. Snake. It's about shedding your old skin. We've seen a lot of snake recently. My friends and I around here. We've got a baby snake that lives on our property. Actually, we've got two snakes. A really big, it looks to me like a corn snake. It's a copper snake. And then the other one, I don't know what kind of snake that one is. It's red and orange. But snake talks about transmutation. It talks about shedding old skin. It talks about shedding old ideas, belief systems. So, you know, we talked about what I felt as far as the life after death. You know, that was a huge belief system that I needed to shed, and that was very difficult. It took me freaking 10 years to shed my beliefs that I had burned into my head as a Jehovah's Witness. But this is about casting off the old. This is about revealing who you truthfully are, your talents, your gifts, the true colors that you possess, whoever you are, whatever you are. Snake is really powerful medicine. Snake also represents your Kundalini awakening. So you may be having that happen at this time. You don't just have your Kundalini awaken once. We don't just awaken once. We reawaken many, many times. We're constantly learning, right? We're constantly evolving and growing, and I believe this. And then in a year from now, I've been through different experiences, and now I see something in a different light, and now I believe this, right? Well, that's not what you used to believe. Well, I didn't know because I hadn't been through that yet. You know, maybe you're ahead of me, right? Or whatever it is. But this is about definite change that's taking place, the shedding. And you might have noticed it like I did with my face. My face was cracked and peeling, and I was like, what is going on? I look like a freaking snake. And that's what was happening. It was the old skin coming to the surface underneath, but before it could come up to the surface, the old stuff had to come away. So I can't see what you're writing. I'm really sorry. It's the sun's into my eyes. I'm trying to kind of, you know, let you guys see around a little bit, but the sun's in my eyes. I can't see it. So it's basically serpentine energy, and it's your chakras may be spinning and highlighting, and it may cause you to be tired, confused, angry. You know, your chakras all awakening it causes all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it causes temporary madness. It's called Kundalini madness. It's true. So if you see a snake in nature, or you have dreamed about one, there is transformation that's happening in your life at this time. So for me, I mean, I'm seeing a baby snake, which is the rebirth, right? I saw the big one. It's not only shedding your old skin, but it's also shedding negative thoughts or negative people or situations from your life. But it's a renewal. It's about renewal in your life. So if maybe there's something about yourself that other people haven't understood, or maybe you've been misunderstood. I just looked down at my feet, and my feet were completely, I got bit. Look, army ants biting. Army ants biting. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to have to like walk with you guys, I think. I'm going to have to walk. Because if I stay still too long, they're all over me. And that's kind of what's been going on in my life. So, I don't know, there's somebody else that's with us here. I'm going to have to just kind of like walk around the field. This isn't working. Isn't that interesting? When I was under the tree, I felt safe. I wasn't getting bit. I was getting bit by the fox, but I wasn't getting bit by the army ants. Dang, man, they were all over my feet. So preventing me from moving forward. So when you change aspects of yourself, the people in your life don't like it unless they're changing with you, right? They don't know who you are and who you're becoming, and it's a problem for them. So sometimes they bite back. Where are you? Who is the person that I knew? You know, I'm not comfortable with you this way. Well, you're not comfortable that way either, because this is a whole new you. But it's happening for a reason. You can't stop from moving forward. You can't stop growth, right? So maybe people have been misreading you, misunderstanding you, or not recognizing the truth of who you are, but that's going by the wayside right now. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing the inner work. You've done the inner work. You've decided this is what I want for my life, and this is what I'm learning, and I'm listening, and I'm paying attention, and I'm shedding the old beliefs. And if that means I need to shed you, well, then I'll do that too. And if I rhyme, you know that's higher self speaking. So that may be happening in your life right now. You're not going to allow it to stop you. You're moving forward in the way that you're meant to. This is a positive. Sometimes people don't, it doesn't feel positive, but when you get to the place where I'm at right now, look at my clothes are falling off too. You move past caring. You move past worrying if they like it or not, because this is my path. This is why I came here. And I've now recognized that. I've shed the old belief system and the old worry and fear of man or whatever it is, right? So you get to the place where if you don't understand who I am or get who I am, then you're not in my tribe, and that's okay. I'll let you continue waking up if you do, and I'm going to be moving forward on my journey. So this is where you might be at this time. You're letting go of all of it. You've got a personal commitment to your own growth. And it's been recognized by the universe, because you've been doing so much work. It's reflected in who you are. And if there's someone that you feel that you love, that they've misunderstood you, they're going to be able to understand why. They've misunderstood you. They have not maybe recognized, the challenges that you're going through. Stop biting me, you little shits. Stop biting me. That hurts. I'm not okay with that. That's another message. These are army ants, okay? These are absolute army ants, fire ants. Because it's burning, and even after the bug is gone, it's still burning me. So we're moving on, and that's a message. We're moving on. I can't even stay in this field. I can't stay here. I can't stay in this place if you're going to continue to hurt me. Right? So that might be something that you're going to have to say to somebody else. I can't stay where I am if you're going to continue to hurt me. I need to move forward. And I will. Because if it's uncomfortable like this, why would anyone stick around for it? And it's hard enough to go through change and transformation of your own, right? Without having the ones who, clearly they're confused. They don't understand. They think you're confused, but you're not. You know where you're going. It might feel like it's a crazy place to go. Like, what are you doing in that field? Why didn't you go to a park and sit down? Because I don't go to parks and sit down. I like it off-roading. I like it being where I'm out somewhere different, right? You're going with me. So whatever that you're doing in your life at this time, you might be misunderstood. People may not understand why you're doing what you're doing. They may think you're crazy to do it. But that's not your problem. It's their problem. So let's go up here. I wonder if the mat place is open. I might be able to sit in that chair right there. I think I will. There's a table. All right. Thank you for giving us the perfect place to sit. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So it might be a little uncomfortable. There's another message in that. Remember what Spirit said to me. In the next 7 days, you'll have nobody there to help you. You're going to have to do it all alone. And it was hard as hell. I was in pain. I didn't understand. I was exhausted. But I had to keep moving forward. And Spirit said, it's okay. When you get where you're going, you'll have all the help you need. So just now, right? Ow, you're hurting me. I wanted to be there. That's somewhere I wanted to be. But you were causing me so much pain that I had to leave. And then when I got where I needed to go, I was given the perfect place, right? A place where I could be comfortable. A place where I could relax. And be supported and be in the shade and still be in a place of beauty. There's so many messages. Every single thing that happens to us, everything has a message. Everything. We just have to be listening to what the messages are. Okay, so now we're sitting in a chair My feet are in agony from being bit by army ants. But I got a table and chairs, and nobody's here at this shop, so it's okay that I sit here. I think actually what I'll do is I'll rearrange the whole situation since nobody's home, so that you guys can see something fabulous. I'm literally putting this chair, there we go, so I can turn you guys around and you can see something nice. All right. So the next, we'll ask for, if I can get us to a place where I can hold you between my knees and you can still see something. There we go. I'll give you your spirit animal. What is the spirit animal for the ones who chose the purple princess? The spirit animal that's working with them at this time that they need to pay attention to. Who is it? The goat. Interesting. Okay. So, here's your goat. The mountain goat. So the mountain goat, sure-footed. Wild goats. There's wild mountain goats, and then there's the domestic ones. My friend Serenity has goats at her farm, Prosperity Farms. My friend's in Wisconsin, Swoozy, she's got goats. So it could be a wild goat. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Hello, thank you. So the goats right now, clearly they have the ability to survive, right? They can climb the scaling mountains that nobody can figure out how they can do it. Any other animal would definitely die, but they can do it. And they do it gracefully. They are also in an area where there's not a lot of vegetation, but they're able to survive. People think about goats as being stubborn, right? They're hardworking. If you are a goat person, you're definitely rugged, hardworking, no nonsense. And when you make up their mind, when they make up their mind, they don't get their mind changed very easily. So then you look at them and you think, they're a bit stubborn. They're not distracted from their goals. They understand that they need to strive in order to get to the heights that they are trying to achieve. They're self-reliant, confident. They will land on their feet just like the cat. So they might be frugal. I mean, it's interesting. I'm an Aries Ram, but I'm sounding a lot like a goat at this time. Ram, goat, cousins, I guess, right? And look at the eye, the sun watching us through the trees. They're frugal. They live modestly. They enjoy beautiful things. They enjoy physical pleasure, but they are frugal. So it's talking to you about ambition. It's talking to you about perseverance. It's talking to you about appreciating nature and the things of the earth that make you happy. They are telling you, however, right now that you need to get serious about a goal or a project, or maybe you go to apply a little bit more effort so that you can accomplish it. Maybe you've been working too hard. That's my message, right? Spirit's like, you got to stop. You're working non-freaking stop, and you got to stop. It's time to relax. It's time to enjoy all of this beauty that you've been working so freaking hard in order to get to. You finally got where you want to be, and you need to lighten up, and you need to go outside and have some fun and have some beauty. It's also showing you that something new might be coming into your life, a new project, a new creative idea. Whatever this is, it's entering your life, and they're saying, take it slow. They don't want you to go full bore at it, because right now you're supposed to kind of allow yourself to relax. Pursue it slowly, carefully, but put your all into it. Okay, so that was for the ones who chose the princess bike. I don't have a lot of battery. So the next item was, let's go for the field. Okay, we left the field. I would have picked this. We did pick a tree over there. So we'll pick a tree. But now we can either have this tree or the other tree. I say let's pick the tree, because the tree's just fantastic. This is incredible. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. I actually had, as I said, the grace cards. So let me ask for a message from the grace cards too. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see that. If I hold you just like this, can you see up in the tree? Give them a grace card. Lord, we're going to have to go through this quickly. All right. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the tree, I did. I love the trees. Whoa! Sorry. Okay, I don't know. They all fell on the ground, and we can't have all of them, so. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm going to have to get a stand for my phone. They were at the dollar store in California, and mine all broke when I got here. Okay, so what is it? Love. Yay! Yay! Love. Look at that freaking heart. It's a cracked lava, and the passion is coming out of that heart. It might have been a cold heart, but it's on freaking fire. Do you see that? That waterfall of emotion? Nice. Share your heart. To love another is the ultimate expression of love. Yes. That's awesome. Okay. That's all. Those are all the ones for the first one, which was the bike. Okay? But now we're going to the tree. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the tree. And I did. Correct for neutrality for those who chose the tree. Thank God I've got a table here. Too bad I didn't find this location before, right? This would have been perfect. But they might have just closed. I might have just thought, oh, they did. They just closed. So I had to have it a little bit uncomfortable for a while until it was divine timing, right? So that's it. Maybe it's had to be a little comfortable for a little while because it wasn't time. This opened up for me just now, right? It wouldn't open before. Medicine Mother. Hell yeah! Honor your inner knowing. Medicine Mother. Like that. She looks like an Aboriginal. Medicine Mother. So, you might be a healer. Are you a healer? I am. I've always been a healer through the centuries. So, it could be that this is you, or this could be someone that's coming to you. Can you see this? I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying to hold you guys in between my knees so that you get a decent view. You can see her, right? She's pretty badass. So, Aboriginal Medicine Mother. So, as I said, you might be working with this energy. This might be you, or this might be speaking to someone that you know. But it's talking about honoring your inner knowing. They're telling you to take action. Do what you know you need to do. You're getting your ass bit. Get out of there. You're getting your feet bit. Start moving. That was a message about, getting moving. I wasn't going to stand in one spot with those fire ants all over my feet, right? So now the tree, Mother knows best. Clearly, Mother, don't fuck with Mother Nature, and Mother knows best. It's true. So this is an energy of a maternal person. It could be, as I said, it could be like my mom. My mom's absolutely taking care of me from spirit. This one has gone through it all, the ups and the downs. She's lived through it. She's lost. She's been through the battle, basically. This is kind of like the Grail Knight, but in a woman's version. So it's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, right? Things go wrong. Things come to an end. Things break up. Sometimes we suffer, but Spirit says, we're supported. We didn't say we were going to make all of the problems go away. We just said that we were going to help you through it. We're going to help you make the best of what you're meant to do. You're not here to suffer, and you're not alone. So even if you're feeling like my foot right now is freaking killing me, right? I'm not even thinking about the fact that my butt was already killing me with those little things in my ass, those foxes, but now my feet are killing me. So it's like, all right, I learned my lesson, right? It's kind of cool sitting in there, but no. So maybe something looked better than it actually was for you, right? So there's an old pattern that's coming up now, and Spirit says it's time for you to deal with it and release it forever. Let go of it. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself. You need to take the steps forward. Get the hell out of there when Mama Nature says go, right? When Mother Nature starts biting your toes, that's time to get moving. Get moving on something or run away from something, whatever it is that's hurting you. I can't get over this view, you guys. I'm kind of distracted by looking through that. That's so beautiful. But whatever it is, it's coming for a reason. You know the answers inside. You know where you want to be. You know what you need to do. They're telling you, respect yourself enough. And you're being encouraged, first of all, to love yourself. Mother Nature does not want to hurt you. She doesn't. She wants you to love yourself. She's been through it too, but she needed to learn. Also, she needed to love herself. She was deserving. She was worthy. Sometimes you got to really go through it and recognize, you know what? I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. I'm not going to put it on myself. Spirit says, respect yourself enough to take the steps that you know you need to take to move to somewhere that you need to be. Now, that could be metaphorically or it could be physically, right? You already know what your answer is. You know what you need to do. You've been delaying until Spirit literally needs to freaking bite you with an army ant. to get you out of there. No, it wasn't working in there. The foxtails weren't working. What else wasn't working, Sherry? Well, you were losing connection. You were losing connection. It was pretty out there, but you're being bit. You're losing connection. It was uncomfortable. Why are you staying in a place like that? I don't know. Okay, well, this is much better, right? So you've been delaying, you've been procrastinating, you've been holding back, but Spirit says, nope, now is the time to take action, okay? And it might require courage for you, but you're being guided. You're being also given courage to move forward, even if it's just one little step. You know, I didn't go very far. Look where we were. It's just right there. I just went around the corner. You know, I had to go across the field, but I didn't go too far to get to where I am. And it's way more comfortable. So when you get to that first step, then the next one will show up, and then you'll know. You'll be on your way. You'll be doing what you're meant to do, and you'll get it. Okay, so let's go to, I love these cards. This is an awesome deck. Let's go to your spirit animal and see what animal jumps out at you. What spirit animal? I love this spirit. I haven't even gotten to read this yet. I was so excited. I just got it last night. So you're seeing it for the first time with me. For those who chose the tree. For those who chose the tree. Ladybug. Yay! Ladybug. Ladybug is about wishes being fulfilled. Hold on. Ladybug is about wishes being fulfilled, but it's not at your demand. It's how Spirit decides, right? They know what you want, but they also know what's in your highest good. Whenever you see Ladybug, it's a good one. It's a good one. So people that have the Ladybug as their helper, their spirit animal, they're practical, they're nurturing, they're protective. They take good home of their, they could take care of their home, of their children, because they're ladybugs, right? Ladybirds. It's all about loving their family and their home. They love the sun. They like warm climates. And if it's in a cooler climate, they'll be out when it's warm. They want to be outside. They like to fly around outside. Think about just where you see your animal totems. It gives you a lot about the type of person the animal totem is. Clearly, they'd like working in a garden. They'd like being in a setting like this, right? Anywhere that you would see a ladybird. Forests, there's lots of ladybirds in forests. They're interested in magic and spirituality. They search their soul. They're constantly growing and learning. They want to know about the hidden knowledge. If a ladybug lands on you, it's like make a wish. Make a wish. What's your wish right now? So right now you're being asked to make a wish. Native Americans say that they had hidden knowledge and wisdom. They start like little beetles, and then they start turning into flying little beauties of creation. So it's transformation, reincarnation, which is what we were just talking about in the beginning, right? Reincarnation, which is something I never believed in until there was no denying it. So it's talking about the ability to accept change. It's about cleanliness. It's about healing. It's about wisdom. I like ladybugs because I'm all about clean. I'm all about gardening. I'm all about being outside. So it doesn't matter if you have just only seen the ladybug in the book. It could be that it lands on you. It could be that you see a picture. It could be on a television show. It doesn't matter. It just tells you that you need to change something. There could be pests in your life that you need to get rid of, like freaking army ants and foxtails that are going up your ass. Right? The fox is sneaky. They have the art of camouflage. The army ants, they just keep coming no matter what. They were all over my ass, right? They've been this way for the last 7 years, and I'm over it, right? I've done my protection, and Spirit says, okay, when you start getting signs of that again, move away from it. So what is it that you need to do to get rid of the pests in your life? It's also telling you that one of the most healing and positive things that you can do right now is get in the sun. Enjoy the sun just a little bit. You know, even if you could just get 10 minutes on your face. It burns away everything. I just heard it burns away illusions. So what illusions do you need to burn away? Fear. The illusion of fear. The illusion that you're not safe. If Spirit says pay attention, there are things that you need to protect yourself from, then you do that. That doesn't mean then you go into a massive place of fear and think that everybody's out to get you. You just take the steps that you need to take, that you're guided to take in order to protect yourself. And then you hand it off to Spirit and you say, okay, I did my part, now you do your part. Right? And Spirit's like, no problem. We're working together because why? Because we are a team. That's what teammates do. You don't have to do all the work. I just want to take you over here for a second since we're talking about ladybugs. Let's do smell-o-vision. This smells amazing. Oh my God, star jasmine. Make a wish. Make a wish. Okay. Ladybird. So now let's go to your grace cards. What is your grace card message? I hope I can keep my battery going long enough to keep this whole reading going together. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the tree. Wow, that was fast. Thank you. Direction. Okay, so just looking at this one looks a little dejected, not quite sure of the direction to go. Well, no wonder you're not looking up. Look up to spirit. You're looking down. Look for clues. Grace will lead us to the exact events and experience we need at precisely the right time. Okay, so look for clues. You're in the field. You're losing reception, right? You're being bit, so they're trying to get you to move to a different location because this is my Mac store. This is where I bring my Mac to get repaired. So where am I going to have better reception than right here, right? Look for clues. They're all around you. So let's move on. For those who chose the Sphinx, right? The Sphinx was one. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Sphinx, dude, my toe hurts so bad. I got bit. What's interesting is I got bit twice on my foot, but only my toe hurts, my big toe. There's a message in that. Ooh, look inside my deck. I never even saw what was in here. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. I like that. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and I welcome you here now. I like that because that's what we do. We call them in. Oh, I like that a lot. That's freaking awesome. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. For those who chose, if you guys are waving, I can't see while I'm reading. The giant Sphinx. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Sphinx. Those who chose the Sphinx. So we did the tree, we did the field, we did the bike, and we did the Sphinx, right? So we did the bike, we did the tree, we did the field. Wow, did we do that many already? What did we do? I think, did I miss one? The Sphinx. Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, so I said that. If Spirit says that you need to protect yourself, you need to protect yourself. So, okay. Protect your boundaries. Protect your four corners of your house. So do you know how to grid your house? I should do a class on protection. Because even though I'm a spiritual teacher, I have to protect myself as well. But it's also about who you align with, like who you allow in, right? So in order to protect yourself, you got to be with the right people. You got to make sure that the people that are around you are spiritual people, that they have positive energy. If anybody has negative energy, they're not allowed in my arena at all anymore. I don't even mess around. They're out. If you come in with toxic energy, you're removed from my presence, my home, my page, anything to do with it. And if it's something that you're not aware of and it's brought to your attention and you disagree, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion and everyone has their own rights. But if you are bringing toxic energy into my field, the army ants were bringing toxic energy into my field, right? So I left. So maybe that's a message. Maybe you need to leave. Maybe there's somewhere where you're at that's not good. The environment, whatever you're experiencing right now, if you need help, call on Spirit to help you. If you've got a shitty job, say, I don't like this job. I want something better. I want something better that makes me happy, that's positive. If it's where you live, same thing. You've got spirit guides like my mom, right? You've got your own. You've got ancestors. They will bring you protection. That's what this message is. That's what an arrow is. I mean, think about it. Hello, that's what your message is. An arrow. If somebody's going to bring out a freaking arrow, a bow and arrow, you're being protected. You're being told to work with Spirit, but you are also being told to call upon Spirit to help you with this protection, and they are there for you. But nobody can come forward. Spirit can't come forward. The police can't come forward. Family can't come forward. Friends, lovers. Nobody can come forward if you don't ask for their help, right? So they're standing at the ready whenever you need them. So if an arrow shows up to you during a dream or a reading like this, it's a sign that you need to protect yourself. What's important to you? Because a lot of people, don't necessarily think what I think is important. So I don't have to protect myself against them. But if somebody wants what I want, and Spirit's telling me that I need to protect myself, then that's what I need to do. It doesn't even necessarily mean that people are out to get you. It could just mean that they're toxic for you right now. It could just mean that their attitude doesn't gel with what you're trying to do, and it'll bring you to a place of distraction, right? It'll bring you to it's going to hurt you. No one's saying that people are inherently evil. It's just that some people aren't awake. Some people aren't on your path. Some people don't understand your journey. And in that way, they're not safe for you, right? So they could be careless in the things that they choose to do, their actions. They could be careless in the choices that they make. And it could affect you. Somebody else is making a bad decision and you go to jail because you're driving in the car with them. That's what happened to a friend of mine. He's just sitting in the car minding his own business because they said, hey, could you drive us down to wherever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, sure. Next thing you know, they've robbed a store and killed somebody. He's in jail. He didn't even do anything, but he was guilty by association. So, well, it's not me, it's my cousin. Well, it's not me, it's my brother. Well, get the hell out of there because you are guilty by association. And that's what I'm saying, even for my own spiritual twin. If you're associating with people that are toxic and you're bringing that into my field and I'm being psychically attacked, you got to go too. It doesn't matter who you are, my mother, my brother, it doesn't matter. So if you're in a situation where you feel that things aren't as clear as they need to be, you got to trust what your higher self is saying. What is your body doing? What are the signs that you're getting? You don't get those signals and chills and flushes of warmth for no reason. Your body doesn't lie. But right now, there are energies around you in your current situation that are not aligned with your goals, with your intentions, or with the person that you are. They may not even show themselves that way. They may show themselves to be angels of light. They may show themselves to be spiritual people. But they're not working in the light. So if you can take some time, Spirit says, to retreat or to step back or get away from this situation so that you can kind of reassess and find out what exactly is not working here. What is it that I need to balance? Call in the protection of Spirit and higher self and put yourself in a place where you feel safe. I had to get out of that field. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be under that family tree, right? I wanted to be sheltered there in that beautiful field, away from the traffic and all this stuff. But it wasn't safe for me there. I had to come closer into a more civilized area where I wasn't going to be hurt, right? Okay. So let's see what your animal helper is. For those who chose, this is the one who chose the Sphinx, right? And I did not choose the Sphinx. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Sphinx, what is your spirit animal that wants to talk to you at this time? The raccoon. That makes perfect sense to me. Okay, because a raccoon is a little masked bandit. Okay, so these guys, I love raccoons, however. They are extremely clever. They are very, what is the word? I can never say the word. I'm going to have to look it up. Dexterous? They are capable. They're clever, they're capable, they're curious, they're friendly, they're sociable. They can open almost anything, right? They're very, and they've got that little bandit mask. They like to be out at night. They'll eat anything in sight. I'm rhyming. They wash they're neat. They wash their food before they eat it. They wash their faces afterwards. They like to be in the woods. They live in trees or little hollow logs, but they're obviously around everywhere. I mean, if there's garbage out, they're going to go certain for it and see what somebody threw away. What would you throw away that wasn't any good, that I think is actually a good thing to have? So as a spirit animal, they're very skillful and they're very clever. They're resourceful, they're curious. They will be able to figure out things. They have the solution. They're meticulous. They're very efficient. They might be a little bit too, like for me, I'm OCD for sure, right? Very, very friendly, but sometimes they're reclusive. They're they're not vicious people. They're not vicious animals either, but we're talking about a raccoon person. But if you push them too far, they'll show their fangs, right? They can be in the bad. I mean, if you're looking at the raccoon in a bad way, because right now we got to protect ourselves, right? So they can be deceptive, they can be sly, they can be secretive. But while they're being sly and secretive and deceptive on their own, they want to know. They want to know your secrets. They want to know what's going on with you, right? So it's talking about, you think about secrets and hiding behind a mask. Not a good thing. Sometimes you have to hide something. Sometimes I'm behind this hedge right now, right? I can't be seen by a lot of people. So maybe there's a reason for that, for protection in a positive. So right now, if for being that this is your animal messenger, you need to become more adaptable. You need to be more clever. You may need to be more secretive, or maybe whatever it is that you want to do, you're going to have to maybe put a little bit of a mask on what your objectives are at this time. Or it might be that you are being freaking deceptive, sneaky, devious. It's telling you also that there is someone that is hiding behind a disguise, which I know. I mean, I'm also a raccoon, right? I'll call you out. I freaking already know that. What I think is funny is when a raccoon thinks that they're going to trick a raccoon. Like, really? I know your job. I know your work. I know what you can do. I can do the same thing, and I can read you like a freaking book. So why are you pretending to be something that you don't think I know you are? Who you are? Why are you pretending to be somebody that you're not when I know who you are? Don't you know what I do for a living? Hello? and then it's like, okay, well, if you do, then why haven't you called me out? Because I'm not going to. I want to see what is it that you're trying to accomplish? What exactly are you trying to accomplish? When I'm told to call you out, believe me, I'll call you out. I got no problem calling you out. All right. So let's find out what our grace card is. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I like that though, right? I really love this. Guardians of the four corners, Mother in the earth, Father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here, now. God, I love that. I'm going to adopt that. I want to say that at the beginning of every freaking reading. Woo! Self. Okay. So at this time, I kind of want to walk around because it's really pretty out here. I want you guys to see as much beauty as possible. Share this with me. So obviously what? Self-care, rely on yourself, go within. When we invest more energy in developing our spiritual lives, the outer world begins to take care of itself. So don't worry about everything else going on outside, right? It's time to love yourself. It's time to take care of yourself. Don't feel that you're being selfish. You're not being selfish. It's called self-care. Also, if you can't take the time to go in, you're not going to hear what you need to hear from your highest self. Somebody sent me something on Instagram, I think yesterday, and it was some spiritual person that she said, she goes, this is my favorite reader or my favorite person. And she says, what they said was, anybody that says self or higher self is working with demons. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to hear that. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Click. You know, I already know my beliefs. And if they don't jive with that person's beliefs, then we don't align, right? So you have your own inner compass. Your higher self knows. If you don't want to call it your higher self because you think it's demonic, you shouldn't be listening to my readings. But your own internal compass, when you have something that you know clicks in your head and you get like a sudden chill, a chill is like, ooh, nervous, right? A flush of hot heat to me is no. Like that's not good. Or it's embarrassment. Tingling butterflies is anticipation of something, right? Pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you. You've got your answers within. And if you can't take the time to go within, you're not going to hear what your higher self or your body's trying to tell you, or your angels. You need to take the time. You need to get away. You need to step away from the hustle and bustle. And just period, you need to take care of yourself more. Because if there's, I mean, I read all of these cards together, right? They all come together. And I already got today that I need to protect myself So I bought specific crystals for myself and for my spiritual twin. I already got that. I already got someone around you who's being very deceptive, and they're not your friend. And I was like, great, well, Roto-Rooter just went by, and that's exactly what I said to Spirit. Okay, flush them out. Can you show them who they are? Well, they just showed me. Spider just went by. The spider always represents the mother. So to me, it's either somebody's mother or it is a mother organization. And they are acting like they're your friend, but they are not your friend. They're very deceptive, and they don't want what's best for you. So break away that cobweb. So show me who it is that's connected to that, and I will make sure that Roto-Rooter flushes them down the toilet, right? They won't be, and it will be permanently closed. Their way in to here will be permanent closed. You know, not just COVID virus closed for a little while. It'll be a permanent closure. So what I wanted to show you, that was our reading. I mean, if I've missed one, I feel like I've missed one. We did the bike, we did the field, we did the tree, we did the Sphinx. Maybe we did them all. If we didn't do them all, let me know. But I wanted to show you my crystals that I got. See if I can turn this around. Doesn't help that with my glasses on, I can't see. Woo! Falling over everything. Can't see. There we go. Good Lord. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're freezing up again. Or maybe I'll just turn my freaking camera like this because I'm not wasting any more time. Okay. So, like I said, Spirit said I needed protection, right? So, it kept coming to me yesterday. This is, I can't remember what this is. This is Merlinite. Merlinite. This one isn't for protection. I just wanted to show it to you. This is, you know, Merlin, my dragonfish. Merlin also stands for my twin. And I see this being, the shapeshifter, right here in the center, and look at the heart. But look at this creature with the mouth open trying to take a bite out of his heart, right? So protect yourself. There's somebody who's trying to take a bite out of your heart. Then I got these. This is magical. It's kunzite. Kunzite is divine love. Divine love. Let me turn it this way. So clearly this is for my spiritual twin and myself. And this one is pink. I like the stones more in the raw form. I don't know if you guys are able to see it. I hope you can. And then I got, oh my God, did they not give me my other one? I'll have to look and see. This is for my protection. This is labradorite. Wow, there's an owl right there, a blue-eyed owl. That's pretty magical. I wish I could get this more in the light so you could see. See that blue-eyed owl? Wow. It was so inexpensive too, and it was so beautiful. I never even saw that there was a blue-eyed owl there. So that was my protective stone that I chose to pick up today. And then the pink kunzite was for my higher self. I don't know if you guys are still there. I can't even see. So sorry. I don't know what's going on with this freaking screen. But there it is. So the kunzite, which is divine love, right? Harmony, highest love. Then they had another one, and it's green kunzite, but it's called hidden kunzite. Hidden kunzite. That makes perfect sense to me. And it's, again, I saw an owl. It's a snowy owl. But I got this one for him, the hidden one. More raw. It's beautiful. So green kunzite for divine love, divine healing. And I'll layer them. So I said I was holding space, right? I was holding space for my twin. And then the last one is Scolecite. Scolecite, and I can never say it properly. Scolecite? Scolecite, look it up. I can't even remember right now why I needed it, but I do. This is a magic stone. There's so many, as I turn it around, to me when I looked at that, it looked like Aboriginal etchings. And then you turn it like this, and it's like, I mean, I could get lost in it. It's magical. I know that I had a group of women and we were speaking about crystals and it came up and we all needed it. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, we all need this. So I finally found it. So, those are the crystals. That's what I wanted to share. There's our reading. It was a little bit chaotic, but seems to be the way of it. I'm gonna have to let you guys go because my battery's dead and I can't figure out how to flip you guys back around again. So I'll come out in the light, in the field. I'm sorry I can't flip you around properly, so I'll turn you this way and I'll let you take a look. I'll go do a quick walk through here where the ants can't get me. I'll keep moving. It's so pretty out here. It's so freaking magical. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous! So I'm gonna roll on out of here. Ooh, these are about to open. These are gonna be beautiful when they open. All right, I'm gonna have to take a few minutes to compose myself, as in get the foxtails out of my butt. All right, you guys, I love you. If anybody would like help with a private reading, if you wanna go deeper and figure out a little bit more about your message, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. And I would be honored. I just took today off. I'm not working today, but I would be honored. I love you guys. Bye. If I can figure out how to turn this off, because I don't even know if I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yes, I can. All right.